Hello all, welcome to another session in this course. As part of this session, I am going to cover the next topic, that is using filter method with arrays. So let's get started. Till now, I covered how to use other methods like for each method with arrays, how to use map method with arrays, and how to use other different methods, general methods with arrays. But now the time has come for me to explain how to use one of the important methods of an array known as filter method. Okay, so let's get started with this session, that is how to use filter methods or how to use filter method with arrays. Filter method with arrays in JavaScript, how to use. So now let's understand this one of the important methods that we can use with arrays, that is filter method, what it can do. Using filter method, we can create a new array, okay, by calling a function for each and every element of an existing or original array. Okay, you already have an array having a list of elements. For each and every element of that array, you will be calling a function. And for whatever the element which passes the condition, okay, when this particular function is called for each and every element of the array, when a particular condition is passed while calling a function for this each and every element of the array, that elements will be there in this newly created array. Okay, we can create a new array by calling a function for each and every element of an original array, where the new array will contain the list of elements from the original array which have qualified for the qualified or passed for the given condition. Okay, this is what you need to understand about the filter method with arrays in JavaScript. We can create new array containing a list of elements which have been qualified for the given condition. How this will happen? From an original array, a list of elements which have qualified with the for the given condition will be assigned to this newly created array. This process is possible by calling a function for each and every element of an original array and checking whether that particular element is qualified for the given condition or getting passed for the given condition. So to understand it in more better way, let me explain that in a practical way. So for that, I'll launch the Visual Studio Code and explain about this filter method for you. So this session, this concept you will not understand, you will not, if you don't have the knowledge of the arrow functions, okay? If you don't understand this filter method, just go back guys and understand the arrow functions that I've covered. Without that, you cannot understand this session. So here I'm going to write the code, that is filter -demo.js, I'll say. And in this, I'm going to create an array, let AR is equal to, I'll just give some items here, 1 comma elements of the array, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, these are some 10 elements are there in the array. Now I want to only, now let's say I want to create a new array from by using the elements of this existing array by calling the function for each and every element of the array and only take the elements which are passing the given condition. What if I want to create a new array containing the, okay, containing the even numbers or even numbers in this particular array elements in this case, okay? ar.filter I'll write, ar.filter, sorry, filter I'll write, a semicolon here, and here I'll write the code, okay? How to write the code here? So I want to have only the elements from this array, okay, which are qualifying the condition. I'll just write like this. Then I'll write a condition, that is E modulus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, this is a condition I am saying. Whatever the element that I'm trying to add into the newly created array, okay, whatever the element that I want to add into the newly created array should qualify this. Okay, That means this particular function will be, this arrow function will be called for each and every element of this array. First one will be called, right? So E is 1. 1 percentile 2 is 1, not 0. So this is false. So 1 will not be added to the newly created array. Here, new AR I'll say is equal to, okay? Now in the newly created array, 1 won't be there. But when coming to the 2, when the function is called for second time, E will be having 2. 2 percentile 2 is, remainder is 0, which is correct. So 2 will be added to the newly array, okay? Like that 3. Remainder won't come as 0, so 3 will not be there in the list. 4 percentile 2 will give the remainder as 0. Like that, only the even numbers will be added to the new array. So here, I'll write here like console.log AR, which will print the original array or existing array. Let me write this original, run the code from the filter hyphen demo.js. You see, all the elements of the original array got printed. Now I am going to write like this console.log new array. Okay. Now here, let me clear this. First, origin existing array elements will be printed. After that, new array, which contains only the even numbers of this array will be printed. Okay. So let's write here node filter hyphen demo dot js. You see, only the even numbers of this array. Here 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 are not there in this list. Okay, in this array. Only the even numbers are there. Okay, because of this condition. If you want the odd numbers, you can say opposite one, not equal to 0. Like that, you have to say you'll get the odd numbers into the newly created array. Like that, using this filter, we can filter out some elements from the original array and have only the elements which will qualify this condition. That's how the filter will work generally, guys. Okay. So here we have some notes also, guys. Okay. If you want to learn more about this filter method, how to use filter method with arrays, here have captured some notes. Okay. So let's go and so I can do few more. I can give one few more examples, guys. I'll just write down here filter hyphen demo dot demo two otherwise. So demo two dot js. Okay. Here I'll create an array. Let emp is equal to, and here array I'll create. In this array I'll create multiple objects. So let's say some 5 objects I am creating here. Name colon, okay, Arun I'll say. Then I'll write comma salary colon, okay, salary colon. Just write some dummy numbers, okay. So let's say let's give it like 99, okay. Then name colon Varun, and then here comma salary colon. I can just move it into the next line if you want to see in a proper way. Let's say it's 58. Okay, then I'll go here, just name colon, I'll give Tarun, comma, salary colon 15. Okay, then name colon Vijay, Vijay, salary colon 25. Here, name, last object, name colon, uh, okay, name colon Rana, comma, salary colon 9. Okay, like this I gave I create an object, I create an array which whose elements are objects. Okay, now in this case I want to filter out the employees who are working for the company whose salary, based on the salary condition, I want to create a new array. How to do that? For that I'll say new emp is equal to, here I'll write the code, guys. Okay, that is emp dot, okay, this array dot filter, I'll say array dot filter, and here I'll write down uh, for each and every object of this array. E is nothing but each and every object. This is the arrow function I'm creating. Then I'll write down E dot, okay, E dot salary should be greater than, okay, should be greater than 15. Should be greater than 15. So Tarun will not come, Rana will not come. Vijay, Arun, Varun will come. Okay, because Vijay's salary is more than 15 and Arun's salary is more than 15, Varun's salary is more than 15. But here, Tarun's salary is 15, which is not greater than 15, and Rana's salary is less than 15. So they will not be considered. Only three objects will be considered. Three object elements in the array will be considered in the new employee array. Out of these five objects, which are individual elements of this array, we only will have one. Okay, three. Let's see. Let's print it out. New emp. Let me print like this and just clear this out. And then node filter hyphen demo hyphen 2 dot js. If I write, you see only three objects will be there as elements. Okay, because here based on the salary condition, we are getting this new array created. Okay, so this is how. Okay, this is how we need to use the filter method, guys. This is how we need to use the filter method. And you can see filtering the even numbers from the original array elements and filtering the objects in an array based on some object property conditions. All those things I covered. Okay, so many other things you can do, guys. Okay, for now this much is more than enough for you to understand about this filter method and how to use a filter method with arrays. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.